Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Ellen, and thank you for the warm welcome. While I see while I see many friendly faces and familiar faces here this evening, for those of you who may not know me, my name is Benjamin Blumenthal, and I've lived here in Acton for now 11 years with my wife, Doranite, my son, Aaron, who's a student at Conant Elementary School, and our dog, Duke, who you may hear barking periodically through this presentation. I'm running for school committee because I believe now is the time to act on change in our community. We are on the precipice of change, and we need that steady leadership that is so in need in terms of guiding our school system into the future. Having worked nearly 20 years in the public sector and in the past 2 years in the healthcare field within the area of research finance, I believe that I am one of the strongest candidates for one of the two seats on the school committee, which is currently up for election. I have also worked as a religious school teacher and currently am tutoring my own son for his Hebrew school along with his bar mitzvah lessons, if you can believe that already. Should I be elected, I will work on addressing the rise in racism, bigotry, and xenophobia in our community. I'll also work with our educators to ensure that there's a return to 5-day-a-week school and to work together with our educators to make sure that they feel comfortable and confident in terms of returning to school. And lastly, I will be actively involved on budgetary issues, especially making sure that the Gates Douglas School is on time and on budget, having worked on various capital projects throughout my career at the MBTA. On March 30th, I'm asking you humbly for your vote because I believe that our school, as I mentioned earlier, is on the precipice of change, and that change begins now.
Thank you, Ben. And we have 3 questions for each of you. The first one, again, keep it to 1 minute if you can, please. What skills or experiences do you have that helped you prepare for service on the school committee?
Sure. So for me, what I believe as being the cornerstone experience is my 20 years in public government finance, I should say. I managed over $5.2 billion in federally funded capital projects at the MBTA, ensuring that they were on time and on budget. Currently, I work at the Brigham and Women's Hospital in the cardiovascular division, overseeing multiple principal investigators working on $45 million worth of cardiovascular research. I believe that my time within state government, along with also in research management, really puts me in a strong position in terms of project management, overseeing finances and budgets. And then furthermore, as a student who went through the public school system, who was on an IEP back at the Weston Public Schools, I believe that I bring a unique perspective in terms of really understanding from a student how it feels to go through a school having an IEP with learning disabilities and ensuring that those students who are out there know that they have an advocate and an ally within the school committee.
Thank you. And my timekeeper says that was perfect. Okay. Second question, what specific ideas do you have for improving, maintaining the excellence of the Acton Boxborough schools?
Certainly. In order to improve and not just maintain on the excellence of the Acton Boxborough public schools, I believe that we need to address hatred, bigotry, and xenophobia head on. In particular, the racist and anti-Semitic attacks over the past few years shows me that we as a community have a lot of work to do in order to ensure that Acton is truly a welcoming place. I will work to make sure that we address these issues in a holistic manner and that we will decrease our hate in our community by working together and building bridges with those who face intolerance on a daily basis. We need to lower the temperature in our community to ensure that we can say to our fellow Actonians that hate has no place in our community and that racism still exists here, and we need to do our jobs as citizens and especially as school committee members to come out full-throated and say that it has no place here. That means working together with various school committee members and putting together programming that really addresses the issues head on.
Thank you. And the third question, in 3 to 5 years, what impact do you think your leadership will have had on the schools?
I'm hoping that it will show for a decrease in that hate, bigotry, and xenophobia, along with delivering, I hate to go back to the budgetary stuff, but delivering the new Gates school on time and on budget, Gates Douglas School, I should say, on time and on budget. I feel that having such a wonderful property, campus in our town, really can promote the sense of self-advocacy and self-worth, and to show that we're coming together as a town to really put forward the best that we can give to our students. So in closing, it's my hope that we reduce racism, bigotry, and xenophobia here in town, and really move forward towards a more holistic and anti-racist environment.